Hello, this is Jono. No relation to John. You like cereal? Eat cereal. We got cereal. We sponsor the podcast. The cereal goes in the milk. The milk helps the cereal. Watch the podcast. Eat the cereal. Jono.
So we've officially had sponsorships by Pizza, David Draymond, and now cereal.
Yeah, it's amazing, isn't it? Welcome to Insert Title Here podcast, the only podcast promoted by John O. Cereal. I'm Devon Vio.
I'm Satahara, and did fucking John hear you shit talk Magic's food and go, yo, I'm John O. Let me go ahead and throw you a yo-yo and fucking sponsor your Podo, man.
He did. I was like, man, we really need a sponsor for this podcast. We're gonna keep going on. And he was like, hey, I make the cereal. I know you don't like that cereal, so do this. And I was like, all right, cool, John, thanks. And he gave us a sponsorship. Apparently it's like we're paying for that one too, so it's maybe not what I thought it was.
And I'm Technical Cake Mix, also known as Adam, and I'm wondering how the hell we get sucked into paying for our sponsorships instead of them paying us, because this is like the third time on the trot, guys. Xander, how much did you pay David Draymond?
I didn't pay David Draymond anything. Did you not hear his intro? You didn't listen
to
the last episode of the podcast.
I heard it.
Didn't listen to the...
Yes, I did, because he went and he's going to get revenge on whoever the hell it was who stabbed him, left him bleeding in the street. Gregory, whoever the fuck is. And what are you going to do? Is he going to go find this guy, beat him up, and then he had to pay his bail? Because that's a sponsorship in reverse.
No.
Just with extra steps.
David Draymond of Disturbed introduced his brand new song, Mandustrial, off of the upcoming Disturbed album, Mandustrial. Adam's dying.
We're not even a minute into the podcast.
I started laughing as I
swallowed.
I started laughing as I swallowed, and just everything went up through my nose for a second.
Yeah.
We might as well just change our podcast to the David Draymond podcast. I swear to God, that's all we ever talk about.
But he premieres fucking Mandustrial on our illustrious fucking goddamn super popular Ubercast. Erroneously thinks that we're not only the podcast of the internet, but the only one. And the only one that's ever existed. And like talks us up like crazy. All for free. And you want to act like we paid him to do it.
Are we going to have to pay his bail?
No. Why would we have to pay Gregory Jones's bail?
Bet. Because he's going to be like,
why would we pay Gregory
Xander,
Jones' bail? Gregory Jones
I need to repay that favor I gave you. I sound like William Shatner attached to a deep voice machine.
This is very
William Shatner, hello, welcome to the podcast. Aren't you like 90 years old? Why are you going to the moon?
Because I want to piss on the moon. Dr. Eggman did it first, and now I want to piss on the moon.
But Dr. Eggman isn't real.
What?
Devon. I'm sorry you had to find out on this illustrious episode 14 of Insert Title Here podcast, aka It's the Horse in specific regions where copyright law and trademark conflicts exist. I'm sorry that you had to find out on this episode, this important episode of our podcast, but Eggman and Sonic the Hedgehog aren't real, and neither is Shadow!
Oh, I'm done. That's it. I'm out of here.
It's 4 minutes in, and already Devon has retired.
Yep.
It is now the Xander and Adam show, in which we will talk about...
And it was canceled in 10 seconds. Wow.
Damn,
hey,
that
what's
was
up?
quick.
It's the Alexander Moga show here on twitch.tv/.
And canceled in 5 seconds.
I'm sorry. Who got us cancelled with the Adam and Xander show? Was it me or was it Xander? Because I'm not sure who would get in trouble first.
Adam.
I'll let you two work that out between yourselves.
Adam.
I know how to present myself. Xander just goes off.
Do you?
Adam.
Do you, though?
You're British. You got us canceled.
What did I do? Did I like fucking...
You're British.
You colonized the show.
We share we share the show with a white Hispanic. He colonized half of South America.
Whoa, hold on now. I'm darker than both of y'all. Don't even.
I do think I am the palest one here, to be fair.
I don't know. I'm definitely
I'm
the
very
pinkest
red
one.
right now from laughing, so I can't tell.
I'm always red. Do you know? Like, in all seriousness, when we record the YouTube show, it's no secret that I'm wearing stage makeup, right? Do you know how much green corrective shit goes as the underlayer to correct all this red? I am just red. If I was a racist old man, you'd call me Gammon.
Did you know that racism was invented by Hitler during World War II?
No.
Okay. What
Stop. Oh, no.
Okay,
no.
Have you been listening to, like, NPR again?
Oh, I listen to NPR every day. I also donate to NPR every month. Make sure, if you want to support free national public radio, to donate to your local NPR studio today.
Right.
We've shilled for John. We've shilled for David Draymond. We've shilled for twitch.tv/Satahara. We've shilled for Technical Cake Mix by talking about his makeup. And now we've shilled for NPR.
YouTube.com/Technical Cake Mix. Thank you.
Jesus.
Did you guys know that youtube.com/Technical Cake Mix needs like 300,000 more subscribers so that way I can do a Shadow the Hedgehog thing? And then we can bring Shadow the Hedgehog to life?
It's like 200 and something subscribers. Oh, no, less than that, like 100 and something.
I don't count.
I actually really do want. I really do want to work on that one because I kind of want to actually take part in the not just like on recording something for you, but like also like working with Xander on the music part of it because I actually really do want to like.
How many do I need?
Like do something.
I'm getting a
that.
phone call.
Oh, so 782 subscribers. I need to get 228-ish more.
It's from Shadow the Hedgehog.
Oh.
Whoa, Shadow the Hedgehog's calling.
Hello, Shadow. Hello, this is Shadow the Hedgehog from the hit Sonic 2000 game, Shadow the Hedgehog. My pronouns are they and them, but you can also call me who I am.
That's not the joke, Xander. The joke is his pronouns are I and am. This is who I am.
I can hear my wife like, just giggling like a mad woman in the other room.
The cool thing about recording the podcast instead of broadcasting it is I can go back and fix that joke in post. So pretend I did it right.
Just pretend he didn't fuck it up. His own joke he's told us 1,000,000 times. And he fucks it up.
Hey, Future Xander here. Just add to the podcast. No, fuck you. Take this L. Take this L in front of everybody past me. Fuck you.
No, it stays. It stays. Me roasting you right now stays.
Did you know I've smoked my body weight in weed? And in order to be any more coherent than I am now, I need to smoke more. This has been, did you know, my bloodstream?
Speaking of things that we do know, did you know that this podcast is being recorded the day before the Smash reveal?
Oh, yeah.
So I'm going to predict the character. I'm going to predict the character right now.
Okay.
And then on when the
on
day
Friday
the
when this
podcast
comes
is released,
out,
everyone will know that I was right.
Yeah.
The character being released in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate is going to be Zero from Mega Man Zero. And let's just pretend like I'm just gonna cut it and then like actually say the real character. And
you're just gonna have it cut in. It'll be like the Smash announcement.
The real character is.
It's gonna be Pitfall.
Wow, Devon, how did you guess that correctly?
Because I have an uncle who works at Nintendo.
Nintendo doesn't work on the game though.
Shut up. Just shut up. Just shut the fuck up. He's friends with Sakurai.
Oh, does he go to his butter chicken parties?
Yes, all the time.
Dude, Sakurai makes the best butter chicken. Have you ever had Sakurai's butter chicken?
What? No?
Yeah. Okay. So like, you know how he has that like I don't want to make light of the condition because I don't actually know the thing for it.
He's got like muscle.
Yeah, he's got a lot of the muscle problems where he locks up, his hands hurt and all that. Well. One of the
like
things,
that meme that everyone was doing was all like that. He was actually legitimately in pain.
Yeah, like locked up and stuff. Well, like one of the things that helps is to like meticulously cook, you know, very slowly and all that kind of stuff. One of the things he likes to do is make a very good, mean old pot of butter chicken. And so Sakurai goes in and fucking just makes this fucking marinates this chicken for over 24 hours and shit overnight and all that. Fucking makes the best fucking butter chicken you can possibly fucking imagine. And fucking He just fucking serves it. I had the opportunity when Brawl came out. When fucking they were doing the "we would like to play" fucking era of the Wii thing, and they were going around playing the Wii and stuff. Sakurai was on duty in Oklahoma at that point. They hit my house, so Sakurai and Miyamoto both showed up at my house, and like we're like, "we would like to play." And my dad, being a video game fan, knew what this was and actually invited them in. Thank God, because if my mom would have answered, she would have been like, "What?" and would have just closed the door on him, and then we never would have been able to play the Wii. But they brought in a prototype of Brawl. And Sakurai was, his hand started acting up. He started, feeling a little bit bad. He's like, "Do you guys have like ingredients for butter chicken?" My mom's like, "Oh, well, it just happens I was marinating some chicken. It might not be exactly what you need." He's like, "All right, well, cool." But he made us like this amazing fucking butter chicken, and fucking like he served this to me. And fucking like when was the We Would Like to Play era?
2006, 2007,
2005 maybe.
Yeah, so I'm over 10 years old, but I can't do math. So I'm like teenager or whatever. And fucking like it slaps the fucking shit out of my taste buds. It's the best tasting food I've ever had, and I've been meticulously trying to fucking hunt down that flavor for all of my life, and I'm almost there, but it's not quite right. So I hope that Sakurai shares his recipe. Actually, on top of Pitfall Larry being the new Smash character because he says gonna celebrate gaming one more time, Pitfall Larry's the original gaming icon. I hope he releases his butter chicken recipe, so that way I know what I'm doing wrong. I bet it's because I'm.
I don't think Pitfall Larry is a gaming icon.
Pitfall Larry is a gaming icon.
No, he's not.
We already know who the new Smash character is going to be.
Who's it going to be?
It's Prince.
Prince. Oh, that's right. Prince was confirmed for Smash. We confirmed it like weeks ago.
About to say Prince was confirmed for Smash like 5 or 6 episodes ago. In a banger thumbnail I may add.
But he already came out.
What, like
Prince has been released for a while. He came out like 3 weeks ago, guys. Did you not play him? He came out after Kazuya.
No.
In all seriousness, I fucking hope it's the Doomslayer because 1, I want the meme. 2, I want the Salt, and 3, I want the Doom soundtrack as like custom DLC stage tracks. I'm just saying, your stage, boring, regular. Your stage with rip and tear, badass, awesome. Am I wrong?
No.
Am I wrong? I'm just saying.
No.
I'm just saying you can take some regular Pee Wee Hut Jr. and add bam, 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 and you take that shit from like a 2 to a 10.
So in a hypothetical alternate universe where it's Doom Guy and not Pitfall Larry or some other quote unquote icon of gaming, I would love it to be Doom Guy, to be fair. So if it is Doom Guy and like whatever, like yes, I'm celebrating and it's a good thing. I need the only thing they fear is you and Meat Hook. At the very least, I need those 2 songs in there. Give me those 2 songs.
Give me the only thing they fear is you, Rip and Tear, BFG Division, Super Gornest, Vega Core.
What about like the classic? What about the classic Doom music too?
What? Yeah. I'm saying E1M will be nice. E2M3 would be nice. Honestly, just the entire fucking. Just the thing is though, the amount of music they can just dump on that, and they want to really get in there. They want to add some Wolfenstein tracks in there as well. Get like Mick Gordon's work on. The New Colossus wasn't a great game compared to the New Order, but some of the tracks in there are pretty banger. Particularly the New Order's tracks are fucking phenomenal.
Speaking of Wolfenstein, what if the guy's actually the wolf furry that you play as in Wolfenstein 3D? Since he's like a gaming icon.
He's just a really big, beefy American Polish guy with a Jewish mother called Blaskovich.
Yeah, a wolf furry.
No, he's not a wolf.
He's
if
one
anything,
of us.
What?
If anything, if he has a fursona, it's a bald eagle because he is obnoxiously American and Polish, and both those parts of the world use eagles and birds of prey as emblems. If anything, he's like a hawk or an eagle or something. Probably a bald eagle for the American thing.
I'm sorry. Did you just ask if Jesus had a fursona? What would it be?
Yeah, if Jesus had a fursona, what would it be? Okay. All right. Welcome to Guess That Fursona! On today's episode of Guess That Fursona, we're going to try to figure out what is Jesus' Fursona. On the last episode of Guess That Fursona, we established that Devon's Fursona was a bear. On this episode,
I don't have a fucking fursona.
Contestants are.
I do not have a fucking fursona.
Are Adam.
Oh my god.
The fucking Pennsylvania? Kentucky?
Pennsylvania.
He likes long wonton to sex. Staring into ass and throat jobs.
Yes, in that
Contestant
order.
number 2 is Alexander Mogus. He likes being not a he.
Yes.
Existing.
Yes.
being on the plane of existence, and
Yes.
and his girlfriend, who's the moon.
Yes.
And contestant number 3 is Devon VO. Voix is his middle name. VO is his last name. Who lives in the sweet old country of Connecticut with his wife and 13 sheep.
No,
Wait,
I do not live in Connecticut.
Wait, Connecticut or Bracken Beacons of South Wales?
I wanted to say Connecticut because as a kid, there was this song that taught us all the states in America, and my favorite part was when we'd sing the Connecticut part, we'd be like, Connecticut.
Not Connecticut.
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 You gotta get into the falsetto, Adam.
Yes,
Connecticut.
Connecticut.
Okay, actually, I'm gonna do something great with that. So
How the hell did I not peek, by the way? How the fuck did I not peek?
Because you practice good mouth control. Contestant number 1. Guess Jesus's Fursona.
I believe I believe Jesus' Fursona. Now, if I was to think about it, because I did correctly guess that Devon's Fursona was the bear.
I don't have a persona.
If I was to guess, Jesus Christ, you typically associate with the colors brown and white, right? So it'll be a creature with brown and white fur. Now, Jesus is he's definitely an omnivore. He's definitely of everybody and for everything, but also would take from everything and everyone, as well as give back to everything and everyone. So if I was to hazard a guess, it's the ultimate omnivore who contributes to their society, but is also somewhat detrimental based on people's over-reliance and faith in it, I would go with an otter. Because one, it's kind of noble, it's a noble creature, but also people are very reliant on them for building dams and giving them areas to fish and build towns in. But also the over-reliance when the dam breaks is catastrophic. So my guess is Otter Jesus.
So if Jesus was an otter and built a dam, would the dam he built be a goddamn?
Yes. And that was the entire joke. Thank you, Xander. Thank you, Xander.
Devon's walked away.
I was hoping I wouldn't have to tell my own joke. Thank you, Xander.
Contestant number 2. Now that you've heard this amazing argument from Adam, keep in mind that you already have decided what you were going to say.
Goddamn!
I just heard him all the way.
A goddamn!
A goddamn. Contestant number 2. Do not let Adam's argument affect your own judgment. What is Jesus's Fursona? Okay. So I'm a wolf, and if I'm made in God's own image, that would imply that God is some sort of canine. However, he wouldn't be a wolf as well, because while I am of Jewish descent, I don't believe that the Jews would literally be the same Fursona as God. Also, no man shall know what God's Fursona is. It's in the Bible, no man shall know. So obviously we can't guess God's Fursona. No. But it has to be some sort of Canis.
That's not
right?
a thing. That's not a thing.
Under that theory of like Canis Originus.
Canis anus.
Canis Originus, Devon. Don't interrupt me. It's not your turn, contestant number 3. I think that Jesus would probably be a coyote. Specifically, the coyote that ran into the side of Devon on the way to Washington, just to spite him.
You killed God! You're Bayonetta!
And I'd do it again. No.
He killed God, and after 3 days, the coyote rose from the dead. Contestant number 3.
That's why Xander asked if the coyote was okay. Because it was Jeebus.
Contestant number 3. What is Jesus's Fursona?
I don't know, like a jackal or something.
This has been another episode of What Is That Fursona?
This is easily the most hated recurring gag in the podcast for me.
Really?
So,
that?
Yeah.
So now that we were off to a rocky start at first with all the corrupted chaos that was going on, but I think now that we've had ourselves a fun little game of What Is That Fursona, we can all get on to the topic at hand here. The other day, I had a extreme fucking nightmare. I'm talking, I lost the thing that mattered most to me nightmare. And in that moment, I realized what Gendo Ikari from Neon Genesis Evangelion was feeling. because without spoiling anything about the series, I've watched the final Rebuild film, and it was pretty good, and I liked it a lot. You should watch the series. It's pretty nice. And I realized that, anybody could have a Gendo moment. And I wanted to ask you, gentlemen, starting with Adam, because I feel like Devon needs a little bit of time to recover from what is that Fursona. You won, by the way. Jesus is a Jackal. Congratulations. $10,000 is going to be distributed to the nearest Nigerian bank account to then reach out to you through spam mail to get your routing number to then borrow $1,000 to confirm it's due and then give you the $9,000 that's left.
Cool.
So, Adam, what would be your Gendo moment?
Like, no cap, or do you want me to shit post?
Whatever the fuck you decide. You can do both if you'd like. We're only 20 minutes fucking in.
I think losing Liz have given me my Gendo moment.
Okay.
The fuck is a Gendo moment?
You've seen Evangelion, right?
Okay, so without spoiling anything, because Devon hasn't seen it, Gendo Ikari, Shinji's dad, his motivations for doing the atrocious shit he's doing is because something that he cared about the most of everything that he didn't realize he needed until he had it was taken from him. And now he's doing a bunch of crazy fucked up shit and justifying in his head because of that. What would be your Gendo moment? Adams is apparently losing Liz. That's obviously a real answer. I don't want to get into that one too far because obviously, yes, that would be very saddening. Yeah, that's sad. That would do it. That would do it for me
Devon,
too.
Devon,
if I
can
lost
you at least
Liz,
take it seriously and not do the Gendo post?
I just realized you're doing the fucking Gendo post.
Sorry to talk
Okay,
over you,
Devon.
Xander, but Devon, I swear to God.
Okay,
Like,
Devon.
can you go over the next room and smack him for me?
What would be your Gendo moment?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, for fuck's sake, now he's got glasses.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
He put on some fucking sunglasses and now he's got the glare going on.
Gendo moment. I mean,
Shit,
I don't know.
nipples.
I mean, there's a lot of people and things I care about. I mean, obviously, yeah, if I lost my wife, I would go off the deep end and be like, hey, let's make some robots and force, I guess, teenagers to pilot them to make up for my grief. I don't know. I don't have a Gendo moment. I mean, let's be real. I would take any excuse to pilot a giant robot. I could stub my toe and be like, fuck, it's robot time.
You might want to
I'd
reconsider
do it.
because you basically just said you take any opportunity to be inside of your own mother.
In that continuity. Don't spoil it for him. Don't spoil it for him. He hasn't seen it.
I think everybody fucking knows at this point.
No,
If
not everybody knows.
If you haven't seen the original series, you've had 30 fucking years.
I
Get
do
on
not
with
fucking care. I do not fucking care. It's one of those series that I'm going to try not to spoil specifically, okay?
It's like-
However,
it's
Don't like that.
It's like fucking.
I don't like that.
It's like
I was
fucking
more in the
JoJo
sense
spoilers
of like
and Golden Arc. fucking
Gundamu?
spoilers. You've had
what
30
happens
years.
at the
Get
end
on
of part
with
5? Nobody knows what the fuck happens at the end of part 5. We only know what happens at the
not
end of part
even
3.
the guy, not even Diavolo.
it. I've never even seen
Sorry.
JoJo. I just know the memes.
I read the manga.
Okay. Well, gentlemen, every day I wake up, I thank God and anime and everything that in between for
Yes.
the gift that is the flavor strawberry banana. I have a theory that strawberry banana is what the nectar of the gods in all of the mythologies was specifically. Every single time you hear something about ambrosia or the most sweetest of sweet of all drinks or food, it's strawberry banana. And I can't stress enough how much a strawberry banana smoothie is the most slappinest, rootinest, tootinest, cowboyest fucking thing in the wild, wild west of Washington.
I'd rather have strawberry vanilla.
That's fine. I don't agree, but you're fine. You're valid, friend. Strawberry vanilla all you want. But if strawberry banana was taken from me, and I could never have a strawberry banana thing ever again, I would sacrifice the entire collective consciousness of all of humanity just to drink it one more fucking time in smoothie form. And I would murder all of you son of a bitches and turn all of you into fucking goddamn Tang just so I could drink one more fucking strawberry banana smoothie.
I seriously hope it's the joke answer, because otherwise the moon is going to Majora's Mask the fuck out of us, and it's going to be your fault, Xander.
Speaking of Majora's Mask, I love that game. That's a good game.
I haven't played that one in a
got me to
while.
play that game.
It's
a good ass game.
So
So apparently people do not like the remake.
I haven't heard anything
because it messes.
about it.
Well, that's the one I played. I only ever played the remake. I never played the original, even though we have the original and I have an N64 to play it on.
Yeah.
I've never played the original, but like, apparently there's some changes they did with the swimming mechanic for the Zoras. Where
so in the original Majora's Mask, when you jump into the water and swim, you have to press A squared plus B squared to find the C squared side of the fucking isosceles triangle for the Pythagorean theorem thing, and that's how you fucking swam properly. But in the 3DS version, since you don't have right triangle controls in that, and you don't have like you don't have fucking Pythagoras targeting anymore, they had to change it to where it's like you have to press A and B a bunch to like go up and down.
I mean, I played the Majora's Mask once. I liked it, but like, I'm gonna confess something. I think Ocarina of Time's better.
Get the fuck out.
I don't like Zelda.
Get the fuck out.
Get the fuck out, both of you. Both of you, get the fuck out.
Wait. How far out do I have to go compared to him?
Marginally less.
Yeah, I'm the guy who likes Link's Awakening, so that's it.
That's a good game.
No, Link's Awakening is good.
It's a good game.
Link's Awakening is very good.
It's a good game.
When
I think it drags a bit in the second act.
We're not gonna like
when everyone's
start
dead at the end of the game and you killed them because you woke up the bird and it's all your fault. That was the first like truly broke me as a kid moment. Like,
well, but then the Oracle games happen and you can enjoy the Oracle games.
It's not the same. She's dead.
I like Minish Cap was my first Zelda game because
Was that a
being a
Capcom
poor kid. Yeah, of course it is. You know me. I'm like the biggest Capcom simp on the planet. I mean, look at me. Like the reps I want for Smash are literally Phoenix Wright, Dante, Zero from Mega Man Zero, Jill Valentine, Leon, and like I had another one that was like a Capcom rep. Like a majority of the characters I wanted in Smash were Capcom. Like
I'm sorry. I stopped paying attention to what you were saying the moment Jill Valentine came out of your mouth because I just imagined your wife in sunglasses and a black trench coat, fucking like with really heavy trap music and just a bunch of Jill Valentine asses shaking back and forth, just going, Jill Valentine! Jill Valentine! Jill Valentine! Jill Valentine!
At that point, it'd be Trill Valentine. Adam's face. He's like,
I'm mentally preparing myself. The first convention I've been to in almost 2 years this weekend, and to mentally prepare myself, I have elected to spend an evening doing whatever this is for the how many weeks in a row is this now?
This is the 14th week in a row.
It's 14 already?
Yeah.
That's like 3 months.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
That's why I keep track how long I've been at my job.
We've stuck this out longer than like the average Republican mistress pregnancy. That was a dark one. That was
Republican
dark.
mistresses don't get pregnant. They're dudes.
See, mine was dark. I'm not sure what that was.
Because everybody who makes anti-gay legislation is gay.
He's
Tapper under the stall guy.
You are very correct. I'm just like,
I don't remember his name, but he made a bunch of like being gay is illegal laws, and then he was caught soliciting gay sex in airports.
I recall. It always seems to be they're caught either with like male prostitutes, or they're just caught with like just girls who are
underage.
No, they're usually not underage. They're usually of age, but barely. I'm talking like 19, 20. Like clearly found them at like their daughter's what's is it sorority you guys do here?
I don't know. I didn't finish college.
I didn't even go to college.
I want to go to college. I want to finish college.
College is a fucking scam.
I want to finish college. No, you're a fucking scam.
It's a fucking scam.
I got my bachelor's, but to be fair with you, the amount of
but for you, your college, is it college free over there or whatever?
No,
or whatever.
It's not
I don't even
free.
know what country.
However, the student loan bill I have to repay and the fees I have to repay is about the same as one semester of an American college, which is insane to me that I got 3 years and my bachelor's for about the same price as you motherfuckers pay for one damn semester, which is horrifying.
Tell us more of what it's like to be in an actual country.
The UK's not an actual country. They're halfway
about
there.
To say, about to say we're a bit more developed in some regards, but like
these motherfuckers left
speaking,
the EU. Like, come on.
About to say, culturally speaking, the clock stopped somewhere in like the 50s, and they've been pretending they've been running ever since.
Also, please, listener, 5 years from now, who wants to try to argue about how Brexit was good, please give us the engagement. Go ahead and get in the tirade about how I'm wrong in the comments. Give us a thumbs down too. The engagement helps.
But I say any fucking idiot with half a brain can see how Brexit has been a complete fucking failure. Have you seen they're trying to blame like shortages of various foods and items on COVID when everywhere else in Europe has this stuff, and they're like, we got hit worse than COVID when you did. It's not that. It's Brexit and the fact you have a place.
Are they also blaming like the gas shortage on that too?
There is no gas shortage. To explain what happened there with the fuel shortage, basically, you know how it goes. Somebody with a fucking phone, a boomer group on Facebook, saw that I think it was like a petrol station somewhere up north was out for a bit, or they're out for a bit longer than usual. And they're like, oh, there must be a shortage on. And of course, you know how boomers are. It spreads like wildfire because they don't fucking fact check anything. Because the generation that told us to not believe everything that we read on the internet, believe anonymous sources. The problem is also exacerbated because of Brexit. There's a lot of drivers who simply can't get from the mainland into England right now. So you got all these petrol lorries just at ports that cannot enter the country, that are just there. There is technically no fuel shortage because the fuel's right there. There's just no one to deliver it to these fuel pumps.
Oh.
Because, you can't have these immigrants coming over here taking jobs we didn't even fucking want in the first place, despite the fact their jobs are actually based somewhere over in the mainland.
You love to see it.
But you got your blue passport back, you fucking idiots.
Whoa, blue. Hold on. We know what that means over there. Hold on now.
Hey, not that kind of passport, man. Not that kind of passport.
I didn't know they made those kind of passports. All right.
Yeah, some places have the red light district. Britain has the blue light district.
That was seriously a thing, by the way, where people voted for Brexit because they wanted the blue passport back, and I'm just like, yes, that's a reason to vote for economic ruin. By the way, I just want to say, my actual student debt literally went down because the currency was that devalued by Brexit that I shaved about £5,000 off of my student loan.
I wish I could shave that much off my student loan.
In happier topics, if one of you farts in the audio recording and I discover it, do you want me to like DM you and
Xander
be like,
froze.
yo, at this point, you farted. Do you want me to cut it out or do you want me to amplify it for the joke?
Amplify it, obviously.
Depends on how good it is. If it's a nice, solid sounding fart, amplify.
You gotta do that. You gotta do the fart reverb from like, the Vine.
You guys,
Yeah.
You guys heard it here. You guys heard it here. If there's an actual fart, and I'm not talking about like the chair squeaks that you hear all the fucking time on my end, because my chair is the worst goddamn squeaking chair in the entire fucking world. I'm talking like a fart. I'm gonna amplify it and then reverb it, so it's like, and I'm gonna reverb that in post, so that way you get the idea of what's going on.
Speaking of farts,
all right, guys.
I had the most 3 p.m. at work thought today while I was in my office today regarding farts. You guys know the film A Quiet Place, right?
No. Oh yes, I hate that movie.
Yeah.
So the aliens, they get people because they're attracted to noise, right?
Yeah.
So does that mean canonically
Yes.
somebody was killed by
Yes.
the aliens?
It was probably
because
me.
they ate too much Taco Bell.
Yeah.
And just
Butt pee.
Butt pee,
the
like
aliens
that.
All right,
found
guys.
them because they went.
Time for a completely different subject. Gun to your head. What are your last words?
My last words? Oh shit.
gun to
Oh
your head.
fuck.
What are your
Oh
last
shit.
words?
There's a fucking gun to my head. Please don't shoot me. Please don't.
Okay, Adam, what are your last words?
The same, apart from you can involve the word cunt a lot more.
Okay. My last words are go gadget bulletproof head. You both are stupid.
Go gadget. I dodged the bullet.
Teleports behind you. Nothing personnel, kid. Unsheathes katana. Spelled with a C.
Can I say I unironically love when people write shit like that? fucking like the god mod themselves out of situations.
My favorite one
was so funny.
My favorite one I was watching like when I was younger. I was watching this RP on fucking Gaia Online, which by the way has sent me a delete your account request that I fucking put in when I was like fucking 16 years old. They just fucking responded to the ticket with like, "We're sorry, we're just not getting up on our backlog. If you'd like to actually," yeah, that was fucking insane reading that shit the other day. With fucking Gaia Online, I used to watch people RP and then be too much of a pussy to do it myself. And fucking I'd watch these people and these dudes were having this like fucking battle and like, you know, this crazy ass shit and like, "I'm gutting you," and all this crazy shit. And then this person has been gutted, had their fucking head decapitated, and like a bunch of people have fucking like helped take this guy down. The battle's over. And then the next day the guy goes, "My head reattaches itself to my body," and then goes down onto this thing. "My arms then start vibrating and reattach themselves to my body. Then my body starts to heal like Wolverine from X-Men Origins Wolverine." Actually, I think it was earlier than that, but I just wanted to say X-Men Origins Wolverine. "And then, like Cyclops, my eyes turn red and start shooting lasers, and I kill all of you as I regenerate. Nothing can stop me. And then I grab your wife and I kiss her deeply and I say, 'You're mine now, Babu.'" Oh, I was behind the chair.
This motherfucker been watching The League of Gentlemen or something.
Yeah, The League of Extraordinary Gentlemen was out by that point.
No, not that. The League of Gentlemen, the comedy series.
Wait, what's the... I've never heard of that.
You two don't know about this?
No.
Okay.
What's the League of Gentlemen?
The
Inform us, good sir.
For the innocent among us, turn off now. The League of Gentlemen is a very pitch black comedy series from the UK. It's set in a fictional village somewhere in the northwest of England, almost in the Welsh border, and these various characters which are completely fucked up. There is an infamous episode with a skit where basically the Babadook, as it would kind of end up being kind of looking like, would come through and steal people's wives and go, "You're my wife now," and that kind of thing. It's very darkly funny, the whole series. It is definitely, how do I put this politely? If it was discovered by the Zoomers in 2021, they would have a list of things that are problematic about it, because that's just the sense of humor of just people who grew up in the most dire post-Thatcher situation, just dealing with it with the worst sense of humor possible.
You don't give Zoomers enough credit, man. There's an infamous, so fucking hardcore.
There's an infamous sketch which did the rounds a couple of years ago, actually, but a bit longer, 6 years ago, before I left the UK, which people thought was horrible in hindsight, where a vet shows up at someone's house and he's there, talking to them about the dog. "Oh, it's an old dog, I think it's time to put it to sleep." And the vet goes in with the dog, gives it the jab. It's all very sad, and then the man walks in with a different dog, saying, "Yeah, here she is. Oh, there's that one asleep."
Oh shit!
Yeah,
that's dark. Wow,
we're talking that's the entry course. That's the starter.
Wow.
It would. I hate to say it wouldn't get made today, but really, I don't think people want comedy that dark anymore, because I feel like the particularly back home, I guess Gen X is still kind of they're not quite over the Thatcher years, but they're definitely a bit more past it in those kind of things. I don't think it will get made today. I don't think there's much of an audience for it, rather than it wouldn't get made because we can't. No, I just think the audience has kind of moved past that now.
I was gonna say, speaking of weird old sketch comedy shows and stuff like that, I recently discovered the Norm Macdonald show.
Norm Macdonald had
rest in peace.
No, it's just called Norm. And yes, rest in peace. I just recently discovered that Norm Macdonald show had a sketch where a kid literally thought he was Ash Ketchum, and then Norm gets in a Pokemon battle with this kid.
Pokemon.
And I was like, what the fuck? It's so weird. And just hearing Norm Macdonald say, "Go Squirtle," in his voice, and just like, what? It was definitely one of the weirder things I've seen this week, if I'm being honest. The 90s were definitely how do I phrase this?
90s or noughties? Because I feel like a lot of this stuff was
90s. It was 90s. It was late 90s. Because remember when sketch comedy I'm not sure if they still do it because I don't really watch too much sketch comedy, but like sketch comedy shows like to make fun of current events, and I'm pretty sure they still do it. But the way that they did it back then was like really weird.
Let's say sketch comedy is still a thing in the UK,
right? But like at least they kind of do a little bit of research before going into it.
Yeah.
Like now, I feel like they don't. That's like they just see a headline and make fun of it, which is, I guess, kind of just like most humor nowadays in general. It's just like we just see the headline and laugh at it or make fun of it.
That's like, isn't that the entirety of Twitter.com? You see a headline and
basically Twitter.com.
Let's say you earlier eating the goddamn onion with the.
I thought it was funny
with the Dr. Howard headline.
Yeah, I didn't. I just thought it was funny. It was
the
I wish that was a nightmare scenario.
But yeah, sketch comedy back home is still really popular. Like shows like Dead Ringers and Little Britain are still very popular. Yeah, Little Britain hasn't aired in 20 odd years, but Dead Ringers, I believe, is still airing. Don't quote me on that. I haven't lived in the UK since 2014. Sue me. Like
I still think I prefer not sketch comedy, but like improv comedy, because it always just destroys me. Like I can go back and watch Whose Line Is It Anyway, and I will just fall apart laughing. Like Wayne Brady just annihilates me. Like anytime that he's in this scene, I will just laugh my ass off. It never fails. He's like my favorite from that group.
Wasn't he Barney's brother in How I Met Your Mother?
Yeah, Barney's gay brother.
Yeah.
Barney's gay black brother from How I Met Your Mother.
Yes.
Have I ever told you guys that I met Norm Macdonald once?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wait.
No.
Before we carry on with this, now you have to tell me honestly and truthfully right now. We are 41 minutes into the podcast. Is this the return of the Spinosaurus?
It is not the return of the Spinosaurus. I promise you that every word that's going to come out of my mouth has nothing to do with the Spinosaurus, has nothing to do with Eddie's Jurassic Park 3 references, has nothing to do with Dr. Alan Grant, velociraptors, dinosaurs, interdimensional fucking giant lizard thingies. None of that. I met Norm Macdonald
Taco Bell
in Seattle.
Okay.
What about Taco Bell?
No Taco Bell, no Godzilla stories out of this?
No, it's not Godzilla. Why would
Speaking
of
Godzilla.
I guess we should actually say this on the podcast because I forgot to mention it. Godzilla paid me back. He paid me back $20, so he got me with interest and everything. Yeah, so, yeah, Godzilla's good.
He had the rap song, give me $20, give me $20.
Yeah, I was very surprised. I was streaming, and then they sent it to Devon because I don't have that available on mine. They're like, tell this motherfucker to stop disrespecting me. Here's his money. I was like, oh, well, okay. Well, Godzilla's absolved. And everybody, let me be clear. Let me be clear.
Oh, God, here we go.
The Godzilla that we're absolving is the 1998 Roland Emmerich Godzilla. He's cool now. All right, thanks, Obama.
What do I want to hear? What do I want to hear? Obama and Heisenberg from Resident Evil 8 get into conversation.
Now you see Heisenberg.
No.
You can't have.
I want to hear Obama. Heisenberg, and Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas writes fucking what's his name? Fucking
Johnny Depp.
No, he was played by Johnny Depp. Fucking
Hunter S. Thompson.
Sorry?
Yeah, Hunter S. Thompson.
Thank you, Hunter S. Thompson.
I've literally never seen that movie in my entire life.
And you'd love it. You'd love it. You would fucking love it.
It's good.
It's a Terry Gilliam joint. I mean, who doesn't like Terry Gilliam? If you don't like, there's at least one Terry Gilliam film you love to pieces.
Now you see, Heisenberg, you can't have Rose because she hasn't paid her taxes yet. And you can't take my citizens.
Now you see, Obama,
before the IRS gets out.
Obama, we have to give him back Rose because we got the goddamn lizards out here, man, and so much of them on the booze. They're on the booze.
Obama, I need Rose. You see, if I use Rose's power, I can make it where this podcast never existed. And then I'll have to worry about that bitch Miranda coming around and telling me to listen to the Insert Title Here podcast. I hate it. I'm tired of listening to it. So many episodes about the Spinosaurus. I'm tired of it. That's why I need Rose to obliterate them off the face of the planet. What are you doing in here? What are these three guys doing?
What you didn't expect.
Who let Obama, Hunter S. Thompson, and fucking Heisenberg into my office?
What you didn't expect, Heisenberg, is that if the Insert Title Here podcast didn't exist, The Spinivores would have done ate all of us. Now, have I ever told you about the time that Alexander Mogus met Norm Macdonald in Seattle?
You can't tangent here. It's bad country.
Tell us. Tell us the story.
You can't tangent here. I'm gonna cut out me losing it. Don't worry. We'll keep going.
No, keep it. It's too funny.
Jesus Christ.
Fucking hell. We can't do a bit to save our lives.
You can't.
Now, you see, Adam, you have to have a little bit more faith.
Hunter S. Thompson.
Now, you see, Hunter,
Thank you.
you have to have a bit more faith in the American people. Now, where are those goddamn Chaos Emeralds?
Jesus fucking Christ. My fucking God.
You don't need Rose
Nichols.
if you use the Chaos Emeralds.
Then maybe the Chaos Emeralds will help me stop that bitch Miranda. Sorry, that's all I could think. It's just like every
Now
time he
give me
talks, all I
back
hear is like that bitch
A
Miranda.
taxpayer, so I can throw her in
She's
jail.
a child. She's a child. She doesn't pay taxes.
I will
yet.
hit you with the drone strike.
And I'll stop the drone because I control metal.
I droned the Jonas Brothers.
Thank you.
That was the Heisenberg. Too weird to live, too weird to die.
Somebody get
Somehow,
this goddamn narrator
goddamn
Okay.
baby's head in a jar.
out of this phone call
Okay.
so I can hear myself think.
Norm Macdonald, how did you meet him?
Yeah,
Jesus
that's-
fucking
that's-
So I
Christ.
was in the
Look
line
like
at the
a-
weed shop I used to
got
go
quotes.
to in Seattle, which is in
Okay, is
Washington.
this a real story or is this a Jeff Bezos story?
And I was getting weed, right? And fucking Norm Macdonald's
Bezos
also
story.
getting weed. And like Norm Macdonald, even if you've never seen him, the moment he speaks, you know it's fucking Norm Macdonald. Nobody but Norm Macdonald sounds like Norm Macdonald. Not even the guys they hire to impersonate him and like Family Guy and all that shit sound like him. So the moment he's like, hey, you're like, is that fucking Norm Macdonald? And I don't know about you guys, but okay, normally I would leave somebody like Norm Macdonald alone because they're just trying to do their own thing in real life, right? But Norm Macdonald is not that kind of person. The thing he's doing in real life involves everybody around him. So he gives off that aura of being able to just be like, you fucking Norm Macdonald? And be like, yeah, the fuck I am. You know? And it's just like, cool. So fucking, I'm like, oh my God, this is fucking Norm Macdonald. So as I get out of the store, I was like, yo, Norm, you want to smoke some of this weed I bought? It's fucking golden pineapple. My roommate really loves this shit. And he's like, oh, fuck, yeah, dope. So I'm fucking smoking weed with Norm Macdonald, getting super high and shit. And we see this bald head ass motherfucker like come up to this weed store, right? And he looks at that guy, he goes, that guy looks familiar. I'm like, yo, yeah, that dude's a total fucking dick. I met him the other day. He was just a fucking complete asshole. Just fucking, it was a complete misunderstanding, but he just got mad at me anyway. It's like, oh, you want to fuck with him? I think I don't like that guy anyway. Do you think he makes some terrible music or some shit? I'm like, oh yeah, let's go fuck with him. So Norm's like, yo, bald head ass motherfucker. And he looks over, he's like, did you just use a fucking Bible slur at me? He goes, yeah, bald head ass motherfucker. I'm old school. I'm Old Testament, motherfucker. I'm Norm fucking Macdonald. Who are you? Oh, I know who you are. You make that one stupid song where you do the fucking noise, don't you? And he's like, why does everybody keep thinking I'm that guy? I'm just like, oh, wait, that's not David Draymond? And he's like, that's not fucking David Draymond? Norm Macdonald suddenly realizes that we both just met Jeff Bezos, and Jeff Bezos is super fucking pissed. Because this is the first time Norm Macdonald's ever met Jeff Bezos, and Jeff Bezos is a huge fucking fan of Norm Macdonald, right? But we both just confused him for David Draymond again. And David Draymond isn't even a bad guy. He sponsored our podcast. He was bleeding out in the middle of the street from Gregory Jones getting stabbed and all that shit, right? But fucking like, here we are thinking, man, not only is this guy David Draymond, but he looks like a dick. Let's be a dick to him. But Norm Macdonald's like, ah, shit, you don't do the thing? And he's like, you can't even do the noise. You're making fun of me and making me feel bad. You can't even do the noise. So I looked at Supple Headface right in the fucking, his goddamn, his fucking bald head ass fucking cheeks, because I couldn't think of a better term than bald head, because Norm Macdonald is really good with the biblical slur. Let's be honest. The biblical slur is like the best slur. Thanks, Norm Macdonald. Bald head ass motherfucker is the greatest fucking phrase that's ever been uttered by any Norm Macdonald ever. And fucking I just looked at him like, you bald head ass motherfucker. Oh, and he fucking crumbled into fucking pieces. You can see the goddamn demon below him. Did you know that demons have hair? Yeah, Simple Hefe has hair, but only under the fucking weird skin he puts on every single fucking day. Fucking him, fucking Mark Zuckerberg, they're all the same fucking demon. They're all fucking Archibald. So Norm Macdonald died, unfortunately, trying to fight Archibald, but, you know.
Oh, God. Damn.
Peace be with him.
So that's how Norm Macdonald
died? Yeah, so the reason why they had to make up a cancer thing right at like the last second, even though, you know, if he had cancer, we would have been able to tell, or they would have like announced it or any other thing, and it didn't have anything to do with him dying with dignity or to going out the way he wanted or respecting his privacy or anything like that. No, the real thing is it's a cover-up by the government because he was killed by Archibald, the demon.
My wife was worried I was going to be the wild cat on this podcast. Liz was worried I was going to be the one who said something stupid. And yet, here we are. Episode 14.
Adam, as long as I'm on the podcast, you're not going to say anything stupider than me. And as long as Xander's on the podcast, you're not going to say anything stupider than me or him, okay? I'm not sure. 14 episodes in, I'm not sure how you haven't realized that so far.
Somehow we've not been cancelled.
Devon, what about the time you met?
In order to be canceled, you would. I was not prepared for this one, so I'm going to cut to our sponsor real quick. Oh, I'm doing another bit. You like the cereal? Well, I'm glad. You should eat more of the cereal. Got different flavors. Got the cocoa. Got the Fruity O's. Got the crispy cracky rice. I got the marshmallows that look like the shapes. I got the little balls that taste like, no one really know what they taste like. We got the stuff that you put inside the mix, but it's not the mix. It's the cereal. Without the weird bread stuff in it. Anyway, Jono, cereal. Eat it.
Thanks, Jono.
I
fucking love Jono.
Oh my god.
I do too.
I think the flavor he was looking for was malt.
Is that it? I don't even know.
Is it wrong that I unironically really dislike most American cereal?
I
hate all
cereal
in existence. All of it's bad.
Really?
I don't mind cereal. Like, I used to eat cereal like for breakfast basically every day as a kid, but like the American cereals are so fucking sweet. Like, even ones we have back home that you have over here as well are like significantly sweeter.
Yeah, it's because American cereal is designed to fucking make you not want to jack off because you're still hopped up on sugar. All you're doing is punching the fucking other kid in the classroom.
Like every now and then Liz will bring home like Lucky Charms or whatever, and I can just smell like the powdered sugar as she pours it out. Or like the other thing is Fruit Loops. I cannot do Fruit Loops. Nothing is meant to be that color that's actually had a fruit anywhere near it. I'm pretty sure like fucking fruit doesn't glow in the fucking dark.
I think Fruit Loops.
I'll be honest.
And Fruity Pebbles are the worst ones, I think.
They make you dookie green.
Do your shit fart though?
Do it squirt, Kakarot.
Kakarot, do it squirt when it fart.
Back to what we're talking about though. I'll be honest, like back when I was a kid, the only cereal I really ever gave a shit about was, and this is just gonna show how plain and boring I am, I just liked regular old Cheerios. Like no honey nut shit, none of that different powdered shit. I just like regular Cheerios.
Cereals are good for your cholesterol, Devon. It's why you got the strongest heart out of all of us, Devon. You got the strongest heart because you ate the Cheerios, Devon.
I really like Weetabix, but I don't think they recently launched Weetabix from the UK and the US unedited, and I don't think it's doing that well because it's too plain for Americans apparently.
More like Weeta bitch.
You guys like the fucking dunk a thing called the digestive biscuit in a fucking tea and eat that.
Yo, whoa.
Wait,
I'm not criticizing it.
Are you talking shit
I'm not
about the digestive?
It because it's delicious, Adam. What I'm saying is that you can't be surprised because everything sounds fucking weird.
I mean, to be fair, the best digestive biscuit's the one that come with like 1/2 coated in chocolate.
So you could make.
But then again,
if you release digestive biscuits in America, just don't call them digestive biscuits, and they do well.
We have
Weetabix.
We have
its name to an American sounds gross. It makes me think of fucking like what's that thing in the dark dimension that we used to live in that one like demon creature made that was like really mushy and like they put milk in it. It was almost like oatmeal, but it wasn't oatmeal.
Grits.
No.
Polenta?
It was like something. Malto meal.
Malto meal.
When I hear Weetabix, I think malto meal.
But no, it's like biscuits in the shape.
I'm sorry. Now that you brought that up, you know the funniest fucking thing was the fact that the demon claimed that she went to culinary school, right? And the demon couldn't cook for shit.
I'm replacing every instance of you
studying,
saying the phrase with the demon.
Yeah, every time the demon claimed that the demon could cook, they couldn't. The demon was terrible at cook. Cause like, oh my god, like they had to be so obnoxious about this. Like they claimed to be a vegetarian, which is all well and good, right? But like, they just had to make a big fucking deal about every time we went out to eat. They were like, could I get this with the veggie patty, or can I get this with this and this? It's just like, and then she tried to get me to start eating vegetarian.
He's not explaining it right, because the way he's explaining it to a normal listener makes it sound like she's just asking for vegetarian options like a vegetarian would normally, and not at all inconveniencing the stuff. It was a bit... There would be moments where the entire fate of everybody being able to eat would hinge on the vegetarian option being at least somewhat acceptable, because we couldn't just all get separate things.
Yeah, right? I don't know what the big fucking deal was there.
Probably the idea was to save gas money, but we lived so close to all this stuff at that point in time. It's like, what? We're going to save $3.
This must have been a really great person to take the Denny's. Can I get the Grand Slam?
I think they were fine at Denny's, because Denny's had a lot of options.
Yeah, Denny's had so many options that, like, if they didn't.
Bro,
like
I miss
anything.
Denny's.
I'm pretty sure the hash browns are cooked in bacon fat.
Devon.
Well,
when me, Adam, Liz, the Moon, and all of them come to fucking like to see you guys finally after the Backstreet Boys fucking reunion tour finally ends after this extended fucking 2-year long fucking reunion. Fucking thanks for letting me know about that, Dan, by the way. I was really curious why we were all locked up for a while. Fucking once that's over and shit, fucking we're gonna come down to fucking Tejas, and we're all gonna just go to a Denny's.
There's actually a Denny's like right up the road from where I live, like less than half a mile.
I just went to my first ever Denny's the other night.
Yeah,
that's awesome. We can walk to Denny's.
I went to my first ever Denny's the other night, so which means I'm basically able to pass a citizenship test now.
Oh my gosh! Congratulations! You went to your first Denny's. How was your stomach after?
Actually, fine.
Did you get stabbed?
Oh wow!
No.
Oh no! Wait, you went to Denny's, not Waffle House.
The homeless.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say, did a homeless man accost you outside in the parking lot?
Also Waffle House.
Nope.
No, I've had that happen to Denny's.
That's true. I've also had that happen.
It was actually quite good. Like, we went in there because I had to go to take Liz to an appointment, and it was later in the evening when it was like 8:30 for the appointment. So we didn't get out of there till like nearly 10 o'clock, and I was starving. I hadn't eaten yet, and we were looking around for diners that were open. And for whatever reason, despite the fact we were in a pretty built-up area, all the diners were shut at like 10, which is weird. So I punched in, found a Denny's, and I said, Liz, hey, I've never been to Denny's before. And Liz was just like, you want to get a Denny's? I'm like, hell yeah, I want to get a Denny's. Let's check it out. I went there. I felt so bad for the staff because when we got there, it was us, another group, and then an older guy walked in after we did, right? It was like 3 parties. Very easy, very manageable. I think like 6 people in total. And then after we walked in, we got set down, we got our drinks, like 2 huge parties came in. Like, one was like a family who clearly were on the road all day, and the other, I think, was like a sports team of some kind, of like 20 plus people in the second party, and I felt so bad for the staff. Were there like 4 of them? Not sure, but given the number of them and given their uniform, this time of year, it could be American football, could be regular football, could be anything. It's, you know, kids are back at school.
Did you just say American football like regular football?
I mean, no, it's why it's technically called gridiron football if you want to get technical.
No, it's technically called football. And your guys are called soccer.
Gridiron, no.
Yeah, you're socking the ball around with your socks. Because you don't wear no shoes during soccer. Hands. Okay, what? Okay, let's. It's
petition to call American football hand
penis. Can we call it hand penis?
That's what happens in the locker rooms.
Yeah,
that's what happens in the locker room.
Yeah, that's happened in the locker room of every sport. Come on.
Yeah, this is true. But yeah, I'm pretty sure it might have been a soccer team. Honestly, looking at them, just because the build type was not the typical American football type. Might have even honestly been like a different point. Is there was like 30 of them, and they wanted their food all to go, and I felt so bad for them because they had to wait outside because there was so damn many of them, and of course there's still some social distancing in place. It was just so bizarre. And this particular day had only just gone back to 24 hours that night. So,
wow.
So there's 2 guys in the kitchen, and 2 people running the restaurant floor. And one of the guys in the restaurant floor had to keep running into the kitchen to try and help the chaos out. Like,
sounds like a nightmare.
I felt so bad because when we got in there, it was easy for them. Like, I literally ordered a fucking patty melt, and Liz got like a custom Grand Slam thing. So it was like very easy food for them. And then suddenly you've got the family was actually fine. They were basically just like, we've been on the road all day. We just want late night breakfast, and then we're almost home. So we're just going to eat and then do the last hour or 2 home. And to be fair, the group of 20 people came in. They also wanted pretty straightforward food. I think they just wanted burgers to go. But it was just, there was like 30 of them. And like, when you've got 2 guys running the entire kitchen, yeah, I felt so bad for them.
That's
controversial opinion. Controversial opinion.
Yeah.
Very controversial opinion here. I think Denny's is better than IHOP.
Denny's is better than IHOP.
I've never had IHOP, so I wouldn't know.
At least back in the dark dimension that me and Devon used to live in, everybody seemed to prefer IHOP over Denny's, but I always preferred Denny's.
Nah.
Denny's was fine.
Denny's too.
But I say I got it. It was fine. The patty melt was actually quite good. Like, the entire menu seemed to me just very simple food. Which, to be fair, like, it's all you really want from a place like that, you know?
Get the whole big plate of nachos, Adam. It's called an appetizer, but it'll feed you for 3 days.
I just got a hamburger melt. It was quite good.
Okay, actually, I have to use the.
I was gonna say,
really can you pause?
Oh,
okay, because I can't stay here any longer. Butter chicken.
Okay, well, while I go to the bathroom, it'll be the Devon and Adam
that's
show.
at 1 hour 1 minute. Cool.
My head is killing me.
Well, maybe it's because you've been talking for an hour ad nauseum.
Yeah, right.
With 2 psychopaths. So
1 psychopath and 1 stussypath.
Wait, which one am I?
For like a random episode 14.5, the Devon and the Devon and Adam show, while Xander goes 14. To take a slash.
It's like do some Kingdom Hearts ass fucking naming convention. Insert title here 1.5.
14.7 dream fart fuck. With a wet jet. Denny's at 2 in the morning. In the shadow realm known as Florida. Grand slam my dick and balls into the door.
Grand slam my dick and balls into the door. I had someone. Oh my god. I had someone. I gotta say this now because I'm like I can't just bring it up naturally in the podcast anymore. So like, okay, so like yesterday, Jesse Nowak on Twitter, he tweeted, "Are there any fries worse than Burger King fries?"
Yes.
And I straight up said, fucking Five Guys fries.
Whoa!
Are fucking worse. Like, I ate them. Let me finish. The Five Guys fries I had, they were like soggy as shit and drenched in what I could only assume was oil. And someone goes, it was peanut oil, probably. They're usually referred to as boardwalk fries. And I responded with, you makes me want to board up the building and walk the fuck away from those fries.
Okay, I think it's went to a really bad Five Guys because Five Guys fries are.
Dude, no, these fries tasted terrible. Like I remember them. It was just like I was just shoveling shit, like not like metaphorical shit, but like literal shit into my mouth.
I think it just went to a bad Five Guys because like I've never had.
It's like someone pissed in the fucking like in the fryer and used like their piss to try and fry the fucking fries, and they were awful and I hated them, and I was just like, I will never go to Five Guys again.
Yeah, I have never had a bad Five Guys, but then again, I'm also used to Northern Five Guys, and I've been down south at Five Guys. And it's definitely
probably the
chain.
Same.
Yeah,
it's probably the same thing. Like Northern Sonic probably sucks.
Oh, it does.
But Southern Sonic is better, whereas Southern Five Guys sucks, but Northern Five Guys is better. I think it's just like, if you're gonna eat from these franchises, eat closer to where they're established.
Yeah.
For maximum like good taste.
Like I've heard this before, particularly with Sonic, because like I had a friend who is also from Tejas. Shout out to Wayne. We went to the Sonic in Norristown. I was living in Philadelphia, and he was just like, "What the fuck is this?" I'm like, it's Sonic. I'm like, no, it's not. Like, I'm like, he's from I think he's from Dallas area, DFW area. And he's just like, no, Sonic is actually edible there. What the fuck is this?
For the record, the Sonic headquarters is in Oklahoma. Like,
I believe
it's in it's in Bricktown.
It's literally a state you just drive through to get somewhere else. It's literally road stop food. Makes sense.
Like, literally every kid in my high school, like when they wanted a job, every kid worked at Sonic. Like, there was literally a Sonic like right down the road from our school. Like, that's where people would go for lunch. That's where people would go after school. Like, it was just literally like that's where everyone would go just to get something to eat and then head out home or whatever. Whatever.
So I had a supermarket next door to my school, so people just went in there and bought like cheap shit.
Bro, no. Okay, if we're being honest, the closest thing to our school was fucking churches. Like not Church's Chicken, like a literal church. There were like 3 churches on the same road. Like okay. I'm gonna get into it. I'm gonna do a thing.
Okay, you do.
So in Oklahoma,
which
is where I'm originally from. You can censor this, Xander. If you're gonna keep this audio, you can censor that.
Please keep it and censor it. Replace it with "Hiya!"
Yeah, there you go. So in this small town, population maximum of like 3,000 people, right? There are, if I remember correctly, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 churches.
Jesus fucking Christ.
There are 8 churches in this town of 3,000 people. And there is.
How many sins have you got to confess because of your brusband?
Brusband?
That's a list term.
Bro, I swear, I have learned, there's something I've learned. So like recently, it's almost, so in May, we're having our 10-year anniversary because it's been 10 years since I graduated. Jesus Christ.
You're not going,
and I don't think I want to go, but part of me wants to go just so I can go see my friends who I didn't go to school with, who I'm actually still friends with.
Okay,
but like,
just go back and meet up with them separately at Denny's. Fuck a reunion, dude.
Right? I'd just rather meet up with some of my friends at Denny's. But in this town, I have learned that if you do not move out of that town, you are stuck there. There are people that I used to go to high school with that literally still work and live in that fucking tiny ass town. And I'm just like, leave.
I feel that's
For the love of fucking God, leave.
That's a pretty common experience. Like, I can't think of... I have intentionally not kept contact with anybody who I went to secondary school with, mostly because they were fucking awful to me. But, like, whenever I've looked them up, so many of them are still stuck in, like... It's not a bad area. It's not a dead-end area or anything, but so many of them are, like, still in, like, you know, those little areas of, like, Dibden Purlieu, or they're in Applemore, or they're in Marchwood, and I'm like... There is more to the world than, like, this 20-mile block of random little villages and towns on the south coast of England. Like, for fuck's sake, I might fucking hate London, but you, like, want to move closer to the M25 or something? Hell, if you're going to be fucking interesting, go the other direction. Go to Cornwall, have a chat with a separatist. Fucking hell. And it's just like, oh my God. All the amount of them who've wound up going to Bournemouth and overpaying for living. And I'm like, fucking...
I just think it's sad. It's just like, I mean, if you're happy there, that's fine. That's perfectly okay. But like, if I was still trapped in that hellhole, I would have just gone insane. I'm glad I moved.
In the deep, dark weed dimension. Also, Xander is back now.
Welcome back.
Speaking of the deep, dark weed dimension, we recorded episode 14.5, Dream Dock Distance, Slam My Balls into the Floor, and Door 3.7.
So should I not cut when I leave the bathroom?
Yeah. You can cut it and save it as like a separate thing, because I actually kind of went off on some stuff when you left.
Okay.
Episode 14.5, Dream Dock Distance, Slam My Balls into the Wall.
So what were we talking about before Xander left? Because I forgot already.
Denny's is better than IHOP.
Right. No, Denny's is better than IHOP. I used to go to Denny's all the time with my work friends after, you know, like we'd go after work. We just like meet up. We just talk and hang. And it was a good time. Everyone had a good time.
I can't get over how cheap it
was. But recently, I've learned that Denny's actually has like they make custom sandwiches called like from this separate but still Denny's thing called the Meltdown.
Oh.
And they have some breakfast sandwiches that I tried.
Yeah.
Really good. Those breakfast sandwiches are like, they fucking slap. They slap. Like, I could eat one right now. I kind of want one right now. Like, I know I don't have the money for one, but I really want one of the sandwiches right now.
We know
Fuck,
Devon
I'm
wants
hungry.
dinner. Arle's about to be like, all right, you sit here, you're on Canadian bacon frying duty. I will handle the bread.
The bread. It's like, oh my god, it's like they somehow make it like French toast, but not.
Oh yeah, because they're using potato bread.
Yeah, and I make a killer French toast if I'm being honest. Like that's like, I love that shit. Toast. You can ask Xander. I made you French toast.
Yeah, but like I still don't like. So it's not the flavor I don't like. It's the bread gets weird. The texture, I guess. I think it's the texture thing. It tastes good. You did good. You did the best version of French toast I've ever had. Stop being sad. I can like not like a dish and still acknowledge that you did a good version of the dish.
My secret is I add vanilla to the
mixture. That makes sense.
Yeah, because like it's egg, it's milk, and I toss a little vanilla in there and I whisk it around and then I let it cook, and then when it's all cooked, I'll toss some powdered sugar on top of it, and it's just like.
What about a little bit of nutmeg?
Oh yeah, I do nutmeg too. Yeah, I forgot. No, I do add nutmeg.
Here's something fucking Devon makes that I actually like enjoy as an item itself that brought me to tears once when I ate them, and I'm not even fucking kidding. He might remember when I start talking about it. Pancakes.
Yo, yes, my pancakes. I kind of do the same thing, but oh God, what do I do different with my pancakes? I haven't made them in a while.
But fucking like. No, one time I ate them, like he was moving out of the place we were living at together. It's the first place we moved in together, and I initially wasn't going to move with him because I was like, all right, well, I don't need to move yet. But then I ate the pancakes, and then I thought about how much I love Devon as I'm eating the pancakes. It was like the fluffiest, lightest, biggest fucking pancakes ever. And I called Devon because he like was at somebody else's house, and I'm crying. I'm like, I have to move with you. Those are the lightest, fluffiest pancakes I've ever eaten, and I can't not live with you.
I make some killer pancakes.
I don't mind.
I make killer breakfast foods, actually. Like, I know how to make, like, 5 things, and I, like, 2 of which are breakfast foods.
Pancakes?
I was gonna say, I also make a killer fucking rice bowl, too.
Pancakes are the ultimate take it or leave it food for me, because when I'm in the mood for pancakes, I'm really in the mood for pancakes. When I'm not, I'm just like, I might eat 1 or 2, but give me the sausage, please.
I don't know why I prefer waffles, but I prefer waffles. I can always be in the mood for a waffle, but I have to be in the mood for a pancake.
God, have I ever told you guys, speaking of waffles, have I ever told you guys the time I burned my fucking hand on a waffle maker?
No. I feel that's a pretty common experience, to be fair.
No, buddy. I did a big stupid.
What did you do, waffle maker?
All right, so be me, 2018, right? I just start working for a company here for a job that I really liked at the time, and now don't like as much. So I get promoted to a new position. I'm super happy about that.
Congratulations.
So with the money I got. Yeah, so with the money I got from that, I went out, we bought ourselves a waffle maker, right? Because like we wanted a waffle maker because we like waffles. And it was not just any generic waffle maker. It was a fuck-mothering Pokeball waffle maker. Like, that's right. It made waffles in the shape of Pokeballs.
Mistake.
The novelty waffle maker, the first mistake.
Right. Well, I didn't know this at the time. So I'm just like, yo, I love making waffles. I make waffles all the time with a regular waffle maker, but I'm gonna make them with this waffle maker this time. So I get the oil, right? And I put the oil in the waffle maker, let it like warm up so that way the waffles will cook just fine, then slide out, so it's not sticky and everything. So, but the way I placed the waffle maker on the surface I have it on was a little teeny bit uneven. So without thinking, I kind of grab it and try to move it over. And in that moment of grabbing it, the oil spills out of it.
Ooh.
And it's super hot, and it burns these 3 fingers.
But that's a scald, technically.
And it hurt like a motherfucker. And the problem with that is I had to call into work for the next 2 days while it healed, because my job involves me typing, and I could not type with 3 of my fingers out of commission.
You gotta say, you managed to completely screw the pooch on that one.
Yep, that was not great. You know what I should have done in retrospect instead of making waffles? I should have got cereal. Back to you, Jono. I'm doing a third one of these. Okay. Shit. So you put your hand on waffles? That's too bad. You should had waffle cereal, which we have with their waffles, but not waffles. It's waffle cereal. Anyway, listen to Insert Title Here podcast, which this has been. Go listen to things from the Satsuhara guy. He seems cool. Go watch the Technical Cake Mix videos. He's a guy. And go watch the Devon Voix. Such a pretentious fucking name. How do you pronounce this? Voix? Devon Voix? Okay, Devon Voix VO. He does the Twitch things. Enjoy it.
You're telling me they got another John? Oh no. This isn't gonna fly.
That's the cry of the Stussysaurus. I hope that stays in, actually. I want to keep that in.